your favorite company is back at it again, and I wanted to discuss this since I got you guys here. So check this out.
Ooh,
Your favorite company, AT&T.
man, get out of here with that bull.
Listen, AT&T, according to the reports from Mike Dano, Randall Jr., AT&T wants to sidestep the FCC's 3.45 gigahertz spectrum cap. They want all the DoD, bro. They want all the 3.45 gigahertz. So right now there's a temporary 40 megahertz cap on that particular part of N77. AT&T maxed out at the auction. They bought 40 megahertz nationwide. They want to be able to buy and or lease, get access to additional bandwidth from companies like Columbia Capital, SonicWave, which made deals with T-Mobile to trade, the 3.45 for more N41 and whatever. This would essentially allow T-Mobile to increase the bandwidth in N77. So they'd have 80 megahertz of C-band in the upper portion at 3700. And then the 3450 would go from like 40 megahertz to like 60 or 80 or whatever else. And then something tells me, they're salivating at the idea of maybe getting more spectrum in the DoD from Dish. I mean, Dish doesn't have any customers. They don't even need to build it. Like, think about it, Los. They've got 50 megahertz in my market, and they're doing 500 megabits at near the site. So they're the Boost network isn't void of capacity. There's tons of it, and Dish hasn't even deployed all the frequencies. And to be honest with you, I'm not really a big AT&T guy. You know me, Los. But like, I'm okay with them getting the additional bandwidth because they're the only company that's building this. T-Mobile hasn't built any of it. Dish hasn't built any of it. All these companies like SonicWave and Columbia Capital, they're not network builders. They're just spectrum speculators. Like, to them, they're just investments. They're just appreciating assets that they try to sell and lease to the network builders. So, I mean, I'm not I don't like a lot of things that AT&T does, but they already deployed thousands of radios that could broadcast this, and then it could be used for AT&T internet air and mobile capacity and all those kind of things. So I kind of want them to get the approval. I want the FCC to allow them to get more, because at least it'll get broadcasted and people could connect to it.
Same.
Well, bro, I don't like that scumbag company, but I guess.
American thugs and thieves, Los.
Yep, the American thugs and thieves. That's what they are.
No, hey, hold on. So I was on a call with Los recently, and when I told him, Los, tell me your reaction when I told you that I dropped AT&T.
Bro, I was shocked because I knew that was his primary. I just didn't believe it.
Well, he had the home broadband and the mobile services.
Right. Well, I still got the AT&T fiber, but we went from AT&T postpaid to T-Mobile for like a couple months, and then Total Wireless, which is where we're at now.
I went from AT&T to Total Wireless back in like October.
Yeah, I went back on the same time frame. That's crazy.
I was having latency issues and it was crashing.
If they pay Dish money to use it, so it gives them money to build, then why not? For now.
Yeah.
But when they need it back, because they're going to start building it out, they get it back.
So you don't want them to do Dish the way T-Mobile did?
Yeah, basically, we don't want another T-Mobile situation where they write a letter to the FCC saying, "Oh, but we need to use those licenses.
We don't want to
pay
for it."
Exactly. None's free.